This next question relates to something that, frankly, it's a federal issue, but we are impacted by it a great deal, and we had a lot of emails regarding immigration. The agriculture and hospitality industry are very concerned about this because they depend on immigration a lot. Every time people talk about immigration as an issue, the first thing we hear about is border security, border security. If we can assure you that the border is secure, all efforts at employer sanctions have been made, the Border Patrol stepped up, the recession has cut back on the number of people trying to cross the border, would you support any federal effort at legalized status for those who are already in the country, already employed, already working, and have been here for, in many cases, many years? Would you support a pathway to citizenship for the estimated 3 to 6 million undocumented here in California?
It's my turn, right? Let me be very clear. I am 100% against amnesty, no exceptions. And the truth is, we have not secured the border of the United States in any shape, form, or manner. I spent the morning on the border between California and Mexico, actually spent most of the day there, riding with 2 Border Patrol agents. And the truth is, we have not done what we need to do to secure this border. They don't have the technology they need, whether it's motion detectors or infrared. We've just finished the last section of the second border fence, and they really have just gotten the number of Border Patrol agents they need. The next thing we have to do is we have to hold employers accountable for hiring documented workers, and that's not been done either. If we do not stop the lure of good jobs, people are going to continue to come across this border illegally. So I want to have a much improved form of E-Verify so every business, large or small, can look at that person in front of them and say, is that person a documented worker or not? And then last, we have got to eliminate sanctuary cities. The most egregious example is the city north of me, San Francisco. It's in direct violation of federal immigration law, and we simply shouldn't let it stand. So my view is, until we actually do secure the border, do stop illegal immigration, we can't talk about any other solutions, and I'm 100% against amnesty.
Well, we have to deal with illegal immigration once and for all. I mean, I agree with most of what Meg said, but she's pretty much saying let's continue to do the same things we've been doing. I'm proposing a radical different approach. I think we just have to be honest about this. In this particular economic meltdown that we have, a $20 billion budget deficit, jobs leaving, one of the worst unemployment rates since the Great Depression, we just can't continue to allow people to come here illegally. It costs billions and billions of dollars, taxpayer money, each and every year. Now, legal immigration has been a fantastic thing for California. It's been a blessing to have people come here legally in our various sectors of our economy. That's fantastic, but illegal immigration's got to stop. The fact that we're not dealing with it, we see the pain and suffering that causes everywhere for everybody. Go to an ER or a clinic, and you have to wait in line for hours. Public schools, where I taught, teachers are overwhelmed. Don't even know how many kids are going to show up the first day. Now, these are wonderful people who come here, for sure, and we have to be caring, concerning folks. But the fact is we have to stop illegal immigration, and the only way to do it is to turn the magnets off. Now, I'm for better border security. I worked in the National Security Council in the White House during the 9/11 crisis. There's a lot more we can do about border security, but you can't build a fence high enough or a wall long enough. We have to turn the magnets off by ending once and for all the taxpayer-funded benefits for people that are here illegally. Then if you cut the incentives off, if you turn the magnets off, then they'll stop coming over here, and that's the decision we want them to make in the first place. And then we can get our state back in order, fix the public schools, our healthcare system, balance the budget. You know, we're generous people and all. We want people to come here legally, but illegal immigration, we've got to take steps to stop it.
So let's do another fact check on Steve's record on immigration. Today he says he wants to turn off the magnets, and I think he wants to not pay for public school education for the children of illegals or health care. But when he ran for assembly in 2004, in fact, he was on the side of the Bush comprehensive legal immigration reform, and that meant a path to legalization and citizenship for the people, for illegals who were here. And just last week, he told a Spanish language newspaper that he was in fact for eliminating services to illegals only if it comported with federal law. And federal law requires that we actually give public school education to kindergarten through 12th graders. So Steve's done a complete about-face from where he was in 2004, 2005 to where he is today on illegal immigration. My view is legal immigration built this country, but we have got to stop illegal immigration at the border, and we have to be tough on this, and we can't change our minds depending on what office we're running for.
Well, I have to say something about Meg Whitman's, all of her negative attacks on TV, on radio, even at this debate. They're nasty, they're wrong, you're not getting my story straight at all, where I stand on positions, and you're misleading people. Now, I know this politics is a rough business, but we got to get the facts straight here. You talk about 2004, and I wasn't Republican enough for you in 2004. Well, I was running for state assembly against one of the most liberal people in the state of California, carrying the Republican banner, knocking on 10,000 doors. I registered 10,000 Republicans in 2004. What were you doing in 2004? You endorsed Barbara Boxer. You campaigned for Barbara Boxer. You contributed to Barbara Boxer. So let's see, if you want to talk about history, let's talk about your history if you want to. Let's get back to illegal immigration for a second. Now, we just really differ here. I want to end illegal immigration once and for all by turning the magnets off, by ending all taxpayer-funded benefits for people that are here illegally. Meg doesn't want to go that far. We differ. I supported Prop 187. She opposed it. We have some major differences here on illegal immigration. That's fine. Differences are fine. Voters can choose if they want the next governor to take illegal immigration seriously or not.
The debate continued in the media room, where Whitman said she unequivocally opposes the Prop 187-style cutoff of benefits when children are involved.
I am not for taking educational benefits and health care benefits away from children. I am not in the business of punishing children for the sins of their parents.
Of course, as the Republicans found out in 1994, injecting Prop 187 into a statewide campaign and the debate over cutting off benefits to illegal immigrants can be the political equivalent of playing with fire.